guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is a very big day for myself. I am starting a brand new build that is near and dear to my heart. Been waiting over 5 years to build this car. Check it out. About 3 or 4 of these 70 Camaros. They're my favorite car of all time, my dream cars. I've always said if I've gotten another one, I'm gonna build it the way I've always wanted to. Well, I purchased this car about 5 years ago. It sat waiting patiently outside in the weather, covered and sad. I was always saying I am going to get to it, and now that time has finally come. I just finished a 1937 project, so now I am going to build my car. I am super excited, so let me tell you what we're going to do to this thing. So we're going to start with the engine. It's a 454 big block Chevy. I'm probably going to use just a short block of this. From the heads up, everything's going to go away because I am planning on sticking 871 blower on top with dual carbs. It's going to be real nasty. Sticking out the hood, it's not going to be sticking out of this hood. Front bumper, I am going to convert the front end to a split bumper. The transmission that's in this car is, I believe, a Turbo 350. Some junker trying to get rid of that, and I have a line on a built Turbo 400. As far as the interior, this kind of went, like the guy who had it kind of went stripped out, drag race style work on the inside. Really poor. Some weird aftermarket race dash, which I do not like, gonna rip out. The roll cage is another story. Super horrible. I mean, look at, they did like a weird cut at the end and barely welded or tacked it in. Yeah, super strong, sure. You know, looks like he was learning how to weld. I don't know what's going on, but his weld is really crappy. Of course, all of the cage is gonna come out. Back here is fairly decent as far as cage work, but it's still not to my standards. And of course, we are doing something completely different. That's gonna require all this to get cut out. So what I'm planning on doing to this thing is going back old school Prostreet days, but gonna make it a little new school flair. But I wanna do a complete back half, full tub, 15 by 15 wheels, 21 and a half tires, massive, low to the ground, 4-link rear suspension, coilovers, have a hookup for wheelie bars, parachute, things like that. It's gonna be really nasty. I want this thing to be super aggressive. These wheels are of course going bye-bye, brakes going bye-bye, and of course this is just horrible. I mean, look how this stuff's put together with a stack of washers. I mean, everything was just poorly built on this car, so what we're gonna do is strip this thing down, try to get the whole front end off, the motor, the trans, and see what we're working with. I want to get this to be basically bare shell with no front end, but still a roller, because we need to push this thing on a trailer to get it to that fab shop to get this thing back halved. So with that being said, let's get cracking. front stripped off. We got all the accessories on the motor off, carburetor, distributor, all the wiring, getting rid of all that. Got a bunch of the stuff here all piled up. Body panels out here, gonna clean up and then put away for a while. It's gonna be in this form for quite a bit of time. We're gonna get this motor and transmission out. Stripped motor trans out, gave all of this a quick power wash, came out pretty clean. I am sorry to say that the green is going to go. However, it is in decent shape. It's gonna be gloss black. Motor's on the stand. Gonna tear this thing down, see what surprises are inside. The small little turbo 350 is gonna be tossed. Parts have started to roll in. I got my Fab 9er in. Got the axle tube ends that are gonna be welded on. Got the rear coilover bracket set up. So things are coming in. Still waiting on the rear frame to get this thing back halved. And also we got the 4-link we're waiting on, the diagonal drag link, and a couple others. We also got rear wheels coming in, 15 by 15, super wide. Hopefully tires will be coming soon as well. So then we could bring this to the fab shop and have the boys over at Big and Bad Performance back half this car for me, make sure it's all laser straight, welded in properly, as I don't have the facilities here to do it. Once I get all that thrown in, bring it back, and then start having some fun on building this turkey. And bam, front clip removed from the body. I gave it all a quick power wash. Everything looks to be in fairly decent shape since it looks like this was removed once before to get this green paint splattered on it. I get to remove all the suspension, steering components, sway bar, rip all that stuff out, clean it, paint the frame. I'm gonna do everything black so it's all nice and clean. And then we'll bolt this bad boy back to the body. I did order solid aluminum body mounts for this frame, so everything is all nice and stiff, which will work great to incorporate the roll cage that's gonna tie into this. So let's get it. Crap, did a bomb go off in here? Let's get all this organized. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Much better. So now that everything is organized, we are now gonna clean up all the parts, get them all prepped and painted, get that bad boy painted, and then we can start reassembly back on the front end to make this a roller. And then after that, we're gonna take out any little last minute stuff out of the car, like gas tank, fuel lines, etc. And then off to the fab shop to get this thing back half. But that's going to be in the next episode, so you're not going to want to miss it. This is Costantino Garage.